Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm very excited because we are going to be doing the demo and review for the Natasha Denona Safari palette. This particular palette I believe is a limited edition as well. Here's a unicarton as well so you guys can see. So here are all these colors. It is an all matte palette. I typically like to have some shimmers. However, today we're gonna do an all matte look. I'm gonna start with this color called Aya. I'm gonna go under the brow bone since this palette actually has some decent under the brow bone colors, using just a crease brush, nothing particular. So I'm gonna start with my Luxie 231 brush. I'm gonna go into the color called Desert Date, which is kind of this like yellowy orange color, and go right into the front part of my crease. I'm not going to take this all the way through. I've been having some issues with colors getting muddy with some of her palettes. Not all of them, but some of them. So I just, I don't want patchiness issues. So I'm not going to go too crazy with color all the way through. Besides, I'm going to add more to the crease as we go. So that is Desert Date. I'm going to move on to a color with my synthetic Wet n Wild brush. It's called Alhambra, I'm assuming. I don't know. It's just an orangish peach shade on the bottom here. We're gonna go through the crease, stopping past the iris. So I'm gonna go into the color called Messiah. Kind of darker plum color, go on the outer edge here and work that up. So far, I'm not experiencing any of the problems I was having with the other Natasha Denona palette, so that is exciting. I am working with these shadows a little bit differently than the last time. I'm kind of patting them in first. I don't know if you guys are noticing that. I'm patting them in first and then working them up. I seem to get a better blend that way with the Natasha Denona shadows. I don't really know why, because I don't do that with other palettes. I'm gonna go into a darker shade. I'm gonna go in with my Luxie Precision Blending Brush, which is a 243 brush, and I'm gonna go into a color called Voodoo, which is like this darker brown shade. I'm just gonna have it right here on the outer edge. Okay, so on the lid, I think I'm gonna go with the color called Lotus, which is kind of this pale, like blush color, I guess is the best way to explain it. I'm gonna do that in the center of my lid. Okay. So far, I'm digging this look. I didn't think I would enjoy it so much, but I am digging it. So because I did more of like a neutral eye, I don't know, I find this eye very appealing, and I think a lot of other people would wear an eye look like this. It's kind of this other yellow shade called Tamarind. Let's see, I'll clean one of these brushes off. Let's go into that yellow shade. It's kind of a mustardy shade, and go under the eye and see how that looks. We'll do this shade first, and then I think we'll do the orange too, because I feel like this is not enough depth. Pretty shade, just not quite enough depth. Let's go in with that same brush, go into the color called Tribe, which is kind of this really vibrant orange, and take that orange under the eye. So this was kind of more the depth I was after for this type of a look. So this is the palette. I used quite a few colors in here. Let's see. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I used 9 colors out of this 15 pan. So I feel like that's quite a bit. I feel like I got a good vibe of the palette. So for me, overall, this palette is really good. It's a lot better than the other Natasha Denona palette I just reviewed. I didn't care for that one, but this one I actually think is very good. I like that it's all matte, so you're gonna get a lot of use out of this. If you like to create eyeshadow looks, you can pretty much create whatever eyeshadow look you would like with this palette, just because you have tons of mattes and you can add sparkle or not add sparkle, keep it all matte. It does kind of remind me of the Anastasia Subculture palette with all mattes, and it also reminds me of the dark mattes from Viseart as well. So I don't have either of those palettes, but the color scheme is pretty similar. Viseart's still pretty expensive. I think that's an $80 palette. The Natasha Denona palette's $129. I got it for $100, which I think is a steal. And the Beverly Hills Anastasia Subculture palette is always on clearance somewhere for like 20 something dollars. So something to think about if you like those type of colors. This might be your bet. I still think the Venus 2 palette is pretty comparable to those types of colors, has some of the same mattes. Will give you some of those fun, richer looks if you are interested. So for me, I think this is a keep. The Natasha Denona Safari palette is a keep, and I think it is worth the money. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. As always, please like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I post a new video every Tuesday. As always, in the description box will be my Instagram, where you can follow me for daily posts and learn about me. Also, in the description box will always be my website, where you can hire me as a makeup artist. And I will catch you guys on the next one.